Yo, what's up Ninja? OJ over here from Player Essence and welcome to another video. Today we have some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we are starting off with a pretty big but seems like credible rumor that the next gen Xbox consists of a traditional and streaming devices, and it's due out in 2020. So the next generation Microsoft console is a family of devices codenamed Scarlet that consists of a traditional local console and a streaming box due out in 2020, according to Thurrott, and hopefully I'm saying that right, maybe not, which has published accurate information about Microsoft's inner workings in the past. While the traditional console is said to be in the early days of development, Thurrott had a lot more to report on the streaming box, which is said to work with Microsoft's upcoming game streaming platform. Scarlet Cloud, as one of Thurrott's sources referred to it, is a lower powered game streaming device reported to be shipping alongside the traditional console. It is said to have a limited amount of local compute for tasks such as the controller input, image processing, and collision detection. A splice or slice of the game will run locally, and Microsoft's cloud will stitch it together with the game running on the server side. While this means more hardware is needed locally, which will raise the price of the device, it will still cost significantly less than what a new console would traditionally cost. Thurrott reported that Microsoft's end goal is to enable access to Xbox from any device at any time, as the company's cloud platform has data centers in every major market of the world. One source of the website noted that Microsoft's plans may even reduce latency in all aspects of the game, as if a multiplayer game using Microsoft Azure as a central server, Scarlet Cloud will be closer physically to the multiplayer server, which results in less latency. The website noted that all Scarlet games will run on all Scarlet devices, meaning there will not be any game that runs on a traditional Scarlet console that does not run on the streaming box and vice versa. So this is very interesting because I think what this does is that it avoids the PR fiasco of the last time that Microsoft revealed a brand new system when it comes to their next generation device. You guys all know back in 2013, the whole DRM scandal, the whole Connect thing, that was horrible, and in my opinion just put a very bad tone for the generation going forward and kind of caused them to get way less sales than they would have. People just went to Sony right off the back, and I don't think Microsoft ever recovered from a sales standpoint in terms of what it could have been. So when you do this, you have your always online DRM box or streaming box, and you also have a traditional powerful console for those who want it. So you get the best of both, because there's going to be people out there that just say, you know what, I want to just do a streaming box. Streaming is very, very popular. There are people who just have streaming TVs. They don't even have cable. They don't even have any type of physical stuff. Everything is just streamed straight to their devices. So this is the device for them. It's not even like all digital. It's just like streamed straight through it. So I think it's a good idea. I know we've seen stuff like Nvidia. They have their Shield streaming and things like that that you can do. So this might take it up to a little bit of a next level when it comes to getting a streaming gaming box in the living room. So I don't have a problem with this at all. And then they release a traditional home console that can play the games locally and everything like that. So I do feel that Microsoft is trying to move into that play Xbox anywhere. And I think eventually you're just going to see Xbox on so many different platforms, from like TVs to streaming boxes. It's going to just become like a platform thing where it's just on everything. So that's just my idea. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Remember, this is a rumor, but I definitely think that this is probably going to happen just based on my own opinion. So what do you guys think about this when it comes to what Microsoft is doing with these codenamed Scarlet devices? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the next topic here, we've got a pretty cool game announcement because the adventure game, The Incredible Mandy, is coming to the Nintendo Switch. So it's not called The Incredible Mandy, it's just called Incredible Mandy. Now this is the upcoming adventure game from Chinese studio Dotoyu Games. It's coming to Nintendo Switch in addition to its previously announced PC version, publisher Circle Entertainment has announced. While the PC version is due out in late 2018, Circle Entertainment did not announce a release window for the Switch version of the game. Now here's a little bit of an overview because this actually looks pretty cool. So the story follows the protagonist, Mandy, as she looks for memories scattered throughout the dream. Challenging and seeking to overcome her fears, she guides her brother in a fantastical tale following a tragic accident that affects both siblings. Having lost his right hand in the accident, the brother's new hand can summon the Excalibur of Light, symbolizing positive power. Players will tackle obstacles, unlock puzzles, defeat huge enemies, and collect forgotten memories, all within scenes and settings that incorporate a broad range of styles. The enemies that appear in the game embody the fear from the hearts of the brother and sister. They will prevent you from looking for the memories that are scattered throughout your dreams. Defeat them with the Excalibur of Light. In addition to being a weapon for close combat, the Excalibur of Light can also be inserted anywhere in the scene, including the ground, walls, movable traps, and enemies. It can also be detonated, releasing the power of light. This is a game that features a broad range of environments, an emotive soundtrack, and more. Details on the locations, bosses, and more will be shared in the next coming weeks and months. So you guys are checking out a PC trailer of the game. This looks really cool, and I'm glad that Circle Entertainment is bringing it over to the Nintendo Switch. This seems like a Nintendo Switch game. It has those vibrant, nice aesthetics. It just seems to me like it's a game that would fit on the Switch well, playing in portable mode, also having the dock and HD rumble. I like how it says all these different ways. Like when I see stuff like, okay, the Excalibur of Light can be inserted anywhere on the scene, including the grounds, walls, movable traps, and enemies. That gives you various different amounts of intensities that you can use HD rumble, and it can be detonated. Think about all the different things they can do with that. To me, HD rumble is a true game changer. I've talked about it. Octopath's HD rumble is absolutely phenomenal. So if they nail this HD rumble and they get the visuals and the puzzles and everything like that, this is definitely going to be a game that I check out on the Nintendo Switch because I like the description in terms of what they're doing, and I love the aesthetics of it. Looks a little bit slow just from the trailer. I'd like for them to speed Mandy up, need to get her Nikes on or something like that, but outside of that, it looks pretty good, and it has a cool premise. So what do you guys think about Incredible Mandy? And the name is awesome too. It reminds me of like a superhero show. She has that long cape. I like her outfit. She looks cool. She looks like really cool. So what do you guys think about Incredible Mandy and the game so far, what they're showing off? Is this the style of game that you want to see or you'd play on the Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the final topic here, Dragon Ball FighterZ for the Nintendo Switch adds in some new features. So the Switch version of Dragon Ball FighterZ will feature 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2 matches, as well as an offline 6-player party match mode Bandai Namco has announced. Now, Dragon Ball FighterZ is now available for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, and will launch officially for the Nintendo Switch on September 27th in Japan and September 28th in the Americas and Europe. Now, the open beta for the Nintendo Switch version will be held in August, to where you'll be able to check out the game, play online, just kind of test things out. Now, if you remember back when there was a beta for the PS4 and Xbox One versions of this game, it went rough. It was a bit rough. People were having trouble getting into games and everything. So I'm hoping that they've optimized everything so it runs a bit better, so people don't have as many problems with the beta, because they actually even had to make like a whole new session because there were so many issues with the beta on the PS4 and Xbox One. But beside that, I like the fact that they're adding in a 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2 and then an offline 6-player mode. That is just absolutely crazy. And I think that with this type of game, because this game is played at tournaments a lot, this could kind of push a lot of people to say, okay, we'll play the Switch version at these tournaments if it runs completely perfect on there. Of course, 60 frames per second. You want to make sure you have that same type of thing that you get on the other system. So I think it will, based on the gameplay footage that we've seen, based on what we've seen at an E3. Everybody says, yo, like, there's no latency, there's no input delay, it plays really well on the Nintendo Switch. So just as long as everything runs perfectly on there, this could be a big game in terms of the Switch version that people play at these tournaments because of these extra modes. Maybe you have some side bets going on, maybe some other people say, okay, I want to challenge you to 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 and see how that goes, and there could be tournaments in that aspect as well. well. So I love the fact that they did that, and I'm hoping that Dragon Ball FighterZ turns out great on the Switch, which I think that it will. I've been watching a lot of the gameplay from the PS4 and Xbox One versions of it. I've seen tons of tournaments. I follow the scene and who are the good players. So it's an exciting game to watch. So even if I don't get into it as much, which I will be picking it up, but even if I don't get into it as much, I know good and well there's going to be a good scene of people playing, and I can watch it on Twitch because I already do so. So it'll be interesting to see how the Switch owners react to this game when it drops this September. So what do you guys think about Dragon Ball FighterZ and these new modes, in addition to this new adventure game, Incredible Mandy, and of course the next gen Xbox rumors, 2 different devices, codename Scarlet? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really helps us spread the content of FighterZ across the internet, in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages, and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below, and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to Player Essence for latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the gym for the next video. Peace.